Down in Santa Fe.
80 miles from Santa Fe.
Yeah, so hopefully the editor will put that song in before every
No, he won't. He won't.
Before every single episode.
He doesn't get paid enough.
We don't have a budget.
You can say that again.
Welcome back to Scatterpot Podcast, episode 33.
Oh, it is 33.
Or is it 34?
33.
We did 30 was our worst episode, right?
Yes. And then 31. Yeah, 33.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm looking at the calendar.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to episode 33. Huber, why don't you lead us into our first topic, because you actually know something about this one.
Fortnite 2. So if you haven't had your head in a hole for like the past week, basically Fortnite went down for roughly not 2 days exactly, but it was basically 2 days. Which is funny. It went down Sunday, so the weekend when the kids are still home. Columbus Day when kids are still home, and then it came up around 4 a.m. on Tuesday.
Well, what's so funny to me about that? That day, those 2 days when they were down, they were doing server maintenance.
Oh yeah, no, they were, because it's a new map, and they were transferring data and everything. I was
about to say, I'm like, dude, most games when they do like big data transfers and they do server maintenance for a couple hours, people are like outraged, like but somehow Fortnite turned it into a
2-day thing, dude.
Like, because the thing is, they did not need 2 days for that, but they just let it spread out a bit, and like people were like, Fortnite's dead.
Yeah.
Gosh, and I mentioned this to you earlier in the week. How do you think Epic's marketing department felt when like 60% of the response to the like Fortnite's gone is yes,
crab rave?
It's just like, we've been freed, and then like the other 40% are 10-year-olds like, no. How am I supposed to not?
They probably were like, well, they probably didn't care.
Oh, honestly, because they still make bank on it.
They made so much money, they're like, well, we did our job.
I was about to say, like, the fact that they had so many people encapsulated by a black screen.
Oh, dude, it was great. It was great.
Dude,
it was beautiful.
Oh, my gosh.
Because people were streaming that for, like, the longest time, saying, like, people thought it was going to happen that day.
Oh, like well, I felt bad for the people, like, because the Fortnite official Twitch stream, apparently, I looked this up, like, hours after the stream had ended, when it's just a black hole, people were still, like, thousands of people were still watching it, like, just waiting. And I'm like, that's a sad Sunday.
Was there basically Ninja basically said, if this tweet gets 250,000 likes, I'll give you a tip. And it was a 4-second video with a tip in it, and it's at the very last second he goes, tacos, Taco Tuesday. So that's when Fortnite was coming back on Tuesday. So everybody's like, oh, it's coming back Tuesday. So
wow, that's such a...
I will say, I don't particularly like the new UI. It's kind of...
So what all... here's the thing. I have not played any of Fortnite 2. I know people who have, but like, so what's different about the UI?
The health is on the left side, like bottom left instead of the middle now.
Okay.
There's an XP bar underneath now.
What's the XP bar for?
It's for like mostly for the battle pass, but then from there's the guns are still on the right side.
So do you think you don't like the UI now, or do you think you're going to continue to not like the new UI?
I mean, I'll probably get used to it. The one complaint I probably have is I didn't even know I was low. Because in the old game, it was right in the middle, so you kind of saw it like drop, and you're like, oh, I got to build or something.
Yeah.
But this one, I didn't even tell I was low because it was on my left. They'll probably change it eventually to the middle.
Yeah. So, from what I saw in the cinematic trailer, there's now fishing.
Yes.
Because that's what Fortnite needed. What's the advantage of fishing?
You can get... Because it's super OP. You can get these fish called... They're orange fish. I don't know. You can hold up to 3 of them, and they give you 50 HP. And if you have like 75, it'll go to 100. Oh. So it's like it's literally it takes 1 second to consume too.
It's better than bandages.
It's literally better than bandages and a med kit and everything.
Anything else you can get from fishing?
Get a slurp fish, which is like shields.
Okay.
You can get weapons and ammo and mats and.
Now I'm curious about this. Does fishing really work when it's like a constant like fight? Like, do you have the time to like sit down and like?
Oh yeah. You have to be moving just in case someone might snipe you. But yeah, you have time. Like the map, I don't know if the map's bigger or not.
I was about to ask, like, is the map bigger?
It feels bigger. It looks bigger, but I don't know if it is. There's less mobility though now. You only have boats, which can go on land, by the way. It's great. But when you're on land, it scratches and it damages 1 tick like every second.
Oh.
So it eventually blows up, but.
I was hoping so. I'm like, if it's just a.
What is it? What else is blah 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 blah. There was a game-breaking glitch in this place called Slurp Swamp, where you would get infinite health, and you could stay in the storm and basically win a game.
Oh.
So now Epic's found out, and they're like, okay, we're working on patching that, but for now we're going into investigation to all the people who did the glitch, and they will be banned.
Really? Oh.
They take like stuff like this seriously. Like they might not be banned forever, but it'll be like probably a week ban or something.
Dude, that's intense. No, wait. Okay, I have a question for you because I've been talking to people on console, and apparently there is a surplus of bots now.
Oh yeah, dude, it's great. Most hilarious things.
But like,
the coding's kind of okay, but. It's great.
But here's the thing to me. Mm-hmm. Why put the bots in? Because the only reason I can think of is to make the bad players feel slightly better about themselves.
Yes and no. It's because they added the mech.
Yeah.
They added the mech. And people were outraged because that thing was extremely OP, and that was basically their thing to help. The
noobs, yeah.
So now they're like, okay, well, clearly that didn't work, so let's add bots.
How many bots is it?
No one particularly knows.
I mean,
you can tell what a bot. You know what a bot is though. They have the same skins as real players, except one, you can't mimic their emote.
Okay.
Once they stop emoting after 10 seconds, they'll just stand still and not run around. Instead of using doors, they'll break a wall. You can walk up right next to one, and they will shoot you, but they can't really shoot you. But if you aim ADS at them, they'll feel threatened, and they'll build a wall in front of them. And so there's like a exploit, but not really. It doesn't do much. You can, if you're right next to it, and you ADS at them, they'll continually backtrack to try to place a wall in front of them. So if like you're here and here and you're walking with them, they'll just walk backwards forever until they can place that wall. That's a little fun thing. But yeah, the bots, I mean, they're basically people say they're like a cushion to KD, but I really don't know. I haven't seen too many in game.
See, because it's funny, my brother and a friend of mine who both play on, well, one plays on Xbox, one plays on PS4, they've noticed so many bots.
Really?
They like...
Oh, you want bots are determined by the player skill. So like, there'll probably be more bots with worse skills.
Well, the thing is that Caleb's pretty bad, but the other guy, he's pretty good actually. He plays a lot.
Probably catering to Caleb then.
Well, no. Like Caleb is one case, and then this other guy's another case.
Yeah, if they're duoing.
No, they're not.
Oh,
duoing.
They're not duoing. What?
I've talked to both of them separately.
Really?
And I'm not sure if it's just console-wide there's more bots, but like for example, Daniel, who's the other guy, not our Daniel, but Daniel from my work, he has gotten like 16 kill games off bots.
You can get a bunch.
Like, and he's like, I see them all over. And he's like, and I just farm them.
That's what people that's the whole meme. Like when people see a bot, if you're playing like squads or duos, it's like, oh, you can get this bot, and like you trade off when you see a bot or something and stuff like that.
Like for a game,
I haven't seen too many bots in all honesty.
It may just be a PC thing. I don't know. Like, because PC gamers are a little more hesitant against bots, I'd say. Like, PC gamers aren't fans of bots.
I enjoyed the free kill, but I don't see them often.
Like, dude, it's so, because, like, with so many bots in a game, like, doesn't it...
I think I know what you're trying to say.
Doesn't it, like, lessen the fact of 100 people drop and stuff like that? Like, because, like, the whole advertising...
I agree.
Like, 100 people hop out, 100 people jump. But when, let's say, let's just throw out a number 25. Let's say there's like 25 bots in a match.
Yeah, 75-25.
With 25% of the players being able to do almost nothing.
Virtually. It's pretty funny.
It's like...
Yeah, I understand completely. That's one of my... That was kind of an initial thought of mine when I was like, okay, well, it's not really a... You're not playing against 100... Well, 1v99 now. It's more like 1v74 or whatever, however many bots they decide to put in.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's a little odd to me, especially since, like, you agree. I know you agree with me on this. A way to get better at a game is to fight better people or play against better people.
Yeah,
so I think bots like.
Oh yeah, no bots are
don't
not the
help.
answer.
They don't help because the weaker players are just going to get used to killing bots.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they encounter like a real Fortnite player, they're gonna get wrecked.
They're gonna get built on, and that's another thing. So you used to be able to reset a build outside of the edit mode, and a lot of people had it to their scroll wheel.
Elaborate. Oh, you mean remap? Like
say there was a
like
window in the wall.
Yeah.
Say there was a window in the wall. I could look at the wall, mouse up, like scroll wheel up, and it would reset the build back to normal wall.
Mm-hmm.
So that was that. They took that out.
That ability or remapping to the scroll wheel?
That ability. Completely.
Really?
You had to go inside of the edit, so I had to press my edit button, do my keybind to reset the edit, and press the edit button again.
Wow. So, okay. That's a little weird.
But they added a quicker edit. So you have to turn it on. But if I wanted to put because it's a 6 square wall, right? Mm-hmm. If I wanted to do make a
middle strip, let's just say a strip across the middle,
or let's just a circle, square on the left side, bottom left, stuff like that. I could do it, release my mouse, and it would do it. I don't have to press my edit button.
Okay.
So it's a quicker edit.
Huh.
Like it's a lot quicker to edit. So it's like they got rid of reset edit, but you can edit quicker now. So it's like, I personally found it annoying at first, but I gotten used to it. Yeah.
I also saw that there's a healing gun now.
Yes. Like the bandage launcher.
Yeah, or whatever. Like, sort of similar to Baptiste secondary fire in Overwatch.
Yes.
And then I also saw you can carry people now.
Oh, yes.
How much slower are you?
Oh, you're faster.
You're faster when you're carrying someone. How does that make sense?
You're faster than... You're either sprinting speed, or you're barely faster... Or you are faster than walking speed. But I know you're either at sprinting speed or something around there. It's so fun, dude. Because they added the word yeet. Yeet?
Mm-hmm.
When you throw somebody. That's what the offer says. It says, like, if you're on, like, a console, it'd be, like, R2 or R...
Yeah.
Throw, yeah.
RT.
So that's what people just grab and abduct people. There's so many, like, Twitch streamers.
Can you grab...
Enemies and allies.
Okay, I was about to say, like, can you grab enemies?
Yes. Yes. It's so fun. Because what they do is they grab you, they just get out of there, throw you down, and kill you.
One thing...
Or they throw you away.
Dude, a game that Daniel Russell, when he comes back in town, and Sam need to play, that I've been playing a fair bit with Sam recently, is Duck Game. Have you heard of this?
Is that the Untitled Duck Game?
No, that's Untitled Goose Game.
Oh.
Duck Game is a game by Adult Swim that came out years ago, and it recently just came out on Switch. So I was like, you know what, I'll download it. And what it is you play as ducks, and you just grab guns and try to kill the other one.
So it's like the Stick Wars.
It's basically Stick Fight the game, but with ducks. And the only reason they've announced that Stick Fight's coming to the Switch, but it has not come out yet. When that does, like, dude, my life's gonna change. It's gonna be like,
oh no,
but like, Duck Game is basically that right now, and it actually has a very intricate weapon system, because like you have a grab button, you have a use button, and you can also throw things. Like, for example, I can grab a piece of armor, put it on, and then I can also grab a sword, throw the sword at someone, and if the blade hits them, they're down. You also have a button to like play dead, which is pretty fun to mess around with. Like Sam and I were playing, and like he shot a bullet right near me, and I faked dead, and he was like, "What the?" And next thing all of a sudden, he's like, "I didn't get the point," and I stood up and I ran, grabbed a gun, turned around, and went bang. And like and you get all these different hats for your ducks, and you can quack. There's a quack button.
It's like the taunt button.
Dude, the quack button is just like, and it's just quack 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 quack. And it's so, my favorite hat is called Senpai hat, and it's just a bigger duck head with big eyes. And when you quack, you wink, and you get like sparkles around you, like the little. And it's just quack, and it's the funniest one.
Quack.
Well, because like, so after it wins, it like zooms in on the winning duck, and I always like throw my gun and go quack, just like a little wink to the camera.
The taunting is real.
Yeah, like the thing is, you can play with 2 people and it's pretty fun, but when you're playing with 4 people, and like I'm imagining like on Daniel's TV in his basement, it's gonna be pretty funny. Because right now Sam and I play in the library at GGC on my Switch, and like the Switch is like this big, and some of the maps in Duck Game are huge. So like Sam and I are squinting, just like, and dude, there's one map in that game that I have every time it's come up, I've beaten Sam. And there's a gun.
You hear that, Sam?
Yeah, oh no, he'll admit fastest hands in the West. So what it is there's this gun that's semi overpowered, and it's pretty common. It's a net gun that shoots a net,
right?
And if you get caught in it, you're stuck in the net, and I think it's for about like 5 to 7 seconds, a long time in a fast-paced action game. So when you get caught in the net, usually the map will either have a gun somewhere nearby where you can grab them just between the eyes, or there'll be a hazard that you can throw them into. And there's this one map that legit is like this, like if this is the size of your duck,
right?
The map's like this big,
so it's really small.
It's a really small map. You spawn on each side, and you spawn on a net gun.
So you just
it's the first one to pick up and shoot the net gun, and every time it's just like the map starts and it's like go, and just it is like a quick draw, and I'm like, and every time I'm like fastest hands in the West.
Do you throw them off, or what do you do?
Well, the net gun, like for example, let's say I shoot the net, and let's say Sam's here. The net will continue its trajectory until it lands. So with the map that small, like basically
it just knocks them off.
It just knocks them off. And so like it's literally, we sit there and it's like go, and like I just like quick finger movements of the controller, boom, shoot Sam off, and it's a really fun game.
GG.
We need to play that with all the squad when the squad gets.
Speaking of playing, I told Noah that you got better internet.
Ah, yes.
So he has invited you to play PvE with us in Destiny 2.
Dude, I gotta grind.
It's fun. What light level are you?
I'm not sure. I'll pull that up.
No, it's Battle.net.
Oh, that's Battle.net. Yeah. I meant to click Steam.
Boycott. Okay, continue.
Dude, I'm speaking of boycotting Battle.net and not doing that. I've been playing Overwatch on the Switch because that came out.
It did, yes.
Yes. I'll say it is noticeably lower quality than especially PC, because
yes, yes.
I mean, when you're playing Overwatch at high resolution, like 90 frames per second, like it's once you go to 1080.
Oh, there's an update.
Is there really?
It's probably the hot fix that they had.
Yeah, but right. While it's down there, so like I'll let you play some before you leave. It's really fun. I'm enjoying. I realize that I'm not gonna do competitive on. No way am I doing competitive.
There's no way you.
Well, like I can understand how some people could, but like I personally cannot because I have a better means of playing competitive. So like I'm just. See, dude, I never saw speeds like that before. Even though they're not great.
It's better than...
Also consider that the router is...
Oh yeah, that's on Wi-Fi, isn't it?
Yeah, that's on Wi-Fi. Not bad.
Off a Bobby router.
Well, actually, that's not even off Bobby router. That's off the pure router all the way in the living room. I don't think I'm connected to baby router yet. I set up baby router a while ago. Yeah, no. That's the actual router. But basically, Overwatch for Switch is a really fun game. It has allowed me to just enjoy Overwatch for fun again, which is something I've missed. Cause like every time you're playing on PC, it's just like you get frustrated because like you're like you could be doing better than this, but like I'm like, do you know what? I'm like I'm just happy. I'm just happy playing Overwatch on Switch. I want to go to our next topic, but I actually need my computer, so while I'm looking up the light level, I can't do it.
We are currently seeing what
we're looking at...
He's signing in.
I'm like, I think I'm still mid to high 800s.
We'll see.
Because, dude, I haven't played in 2 days.
He has not played in 2 days, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, I've been playing other games.
Checking for update.
I know. Checking
this, that takes...
Yeah.
We could maybe just go into...
I'll go to the Kahoot.
Go.
Kahoot. So our church recently had their 15-year anniversary. And to celebrate, they had like a trivia of Greystone Kahoot. They did.
Okay.
5 questions. Hold on, I think no, it's still going.
No, yeah, it's still going.
But basically, gosh.
Oh yeah, next week you get a Banshee. No,
I don't care. See, look,
869.
869.
Oh, you.
I love Evo.
Oh.
I was in Evo in Destiny 1. So.
Human race forever.
Dude, no, I was in Evo back in Destiny 1, and I'm going to keep it the same. Yeah, but basically during the Kahoot game, so of course, since I work at my church, we have a streaming computer where we get the stream from the Zora, the main campus. I'm looking on the stream, and I notice they're doing their game of Kahoot, and they start 30 minutes before us, so like we're just waiting around. Yeah. And I look, and I'm like, I'm gonna join their Kahoot game. Keep in mind we're like 30 miles apart, and I'm like, I'm joining their Kahoot game. Type in the room code. I'm in. I named myself Oconee Campus. There's a 30-second delay on the stream, and I forgot about that. So because think about this, 30-second delay. Yeah. I'm not going to be able to see what the question says or what the answers say. Yeah. I'm just going to see the 4 shapes pop up on my phone. And I'm like, I just have to hit super quickly. Because you know how it's like based on speed. First set of shapes come up, hit it. And it's like going through, I got it right. And I'm like, holy crap. And it says you are in second place. Second? And I'm like, second place? Because you got to realize everyone else is like taking this. I'm literally just hitting the button. Second question. And like, it's like, and then, shapes pop up. I hit one. Got it right again. I'm in first place. I'm in first place without seeing the questions or seeing what the answers are. I'm just hitting the shapes. And apparently my brother, who was in that service, the person who was hosting the game was like, "Who's a Coney Campus?" he's like looking around the audience like, "Who's the Oconee?
Who is this?"
Meanwhile, at the Oconee Campus, we're like freaking out, like, "Oh my gosh!" Third question, got it right again. Yeah. I got 3 out of the 5 questions. So for 2 straight turns, I am in first place. And then I missed the 4th question and went all the way down like 15th. Yeah. And I'm like, no. Oh my gosh. And I am just dying laughing. That's insane though. And part of me wanted to, since the questions would have been the same and the answers would have been the same in the same spots, because I tested it with our Kahoot game, the answers would be in the same spots. I'm like, I should join their second service and just win. Boom, boom, boom. And I was about to say, I'm like, no, I shouldn't do that. And it was funny. So apparently since that day, the guy who hosted the game was like trying to figure out who Akoni Campus was. He was talking to like everyone he didn't recognize in the lobby or someone he'd think would do it, and he's like, who was it? And I saw him on Wednesday. I'm like, oh yeah, Josh. I was the Akoni Campus, and he's like, what? Oh, dude, it was. He said he was like, I was freaking out. I'm like, he thought someone was visiting from the Akoni Campus, and like was just like. And dude, I wish I won because he would have had to given me a gift card.
Oh.
And so it would have been like, he's like, all right, I have a gift card for Akoni Campus. No one gets up, and it's just like, I have a gift card for Akoni.
Well, I guess he gets the gift card. There you go.
Dude, I was laughing so hard. It was hilarious. Okay. Speaking of hilarious, let's talk about these new Gigantamax forms.
Oh no.
So
Eevee.
Well, this is regular Eevee. So
Eevee.
In case you haven't been keeping up, Pokemon Sword and Shield, they announced Dynamaxing, which is like Pokemon get big. And then
Innovation.
And then they added Gigantamaxing, which Pokemon get really big.
Bigger.
And so basically they get bigger, and they have some of them have drastic changes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they introduced this little ice cream Pokemon that evolves into like a birthday cake when you like go. Like some of them they're creative, but this week they showed off 4 classic Gen 1 Pokemon.
That comes out this year, right?
Yeah, November 15th. Some people have had the chance to play up to like an hour or 2 hours of it, and people are saying it's pretty fun. They enjoyed what they played.
The one thing I'm wondering is it's going to be a normal Pokemon game, but the only part I feel it's going to take a second to get used to is the open world aspect.
The wild area.
Yeah, I don't know.
Apparently, those who have played it said like you get used to it like very quick. Like it's awesome.
So it's like it's like open world to get to the next city, except
And in the wild area, you can counter Pokemon raids and stuff like that. Like it's gonna be. So here's our Eevee, and I started with the ones that were least different. So Eevee, her Gigantamax form is just a poofier.
Oh my
Eevee.
goodness!
I know, right? Just poofier.
It's so adorable.
And her ears are like super long in the clouds. All right, next.
They got fluffy chest.
We have Pikachu, a classic Pikachu.
It'd probably just become a huge Pikachu with the hat, right?
Well, it's actually funny. Do you remember what Pikachu's original sprite looked like when he was
fat one?
Big boy Pikachu.
I've evolved to my true form.
I'm like fat boy Pikachu. I'm like, holy crap, they brought back fat Pikachu. And I'm like, dude, this is the only way to use Pikachu now. Just fat Pikachu. All right, next they announced a Charizard.
That's cool.
I want you to guess what they did with Charizard.
Well, he's a dragon, so maybe make him more look like a dragon. Yeah.
Dude, like that's insane. But the one that has been blowing up all over the internet is Meowth's. Now, I want you to guess.
So you said?
I want you... It will remind you of a Pokemon that they've done semi-recently.
Is it that one that looks like... That's trying to fake to look like Pikachu? That, like, ghost type?
Oh, Mimikyu? No, it's not like a Mimikyu.
What? I have no idea.
Well, Meowth is officially joining Alolan Exeggutor as Tall Boys.
Oh my!
This is legit.
The train is like
just standing there.
Behold, Long Boy.
Long Boy. And it's funny. There was a leak of someone saying Meowth just gets really long, and everyone's like, "That's a dumb." And then this thing comes out. This is legit, and he stands upright the whole time. The Long Boy.
It makes sense only because cats like get really long sometimes.
I know,
but this is ridiculous.
He joins Alolan Exeggutor as Long Boys. Dude, look at this.
That's pretty insane.
It's just...
What is his attack like? Oh god, his attack like
No, apparently it's like he makes giant coins rain from the sky because he's like a kitty of fortune and stuff like that. Yeah. It's so funny to me that because this is a video they released and it's like Meow Gigantamax form and this is the shot just explodes upwards. Boom! It's like, oh.
Do you want to know the story of Meow from Team Rocket?
Oh,
I think you might have heard about it.
Is it why he talks?
Yes, why he talks and walks on his 2 legs.
Oh, I remember hearing this, but I don't remember all the details. Let's take it from here.
So Meowth was in love with this other Meowth, female Meowth, and basically that female Meowth was in love with a human, which was kind of
that's it.
That's kind of like, whoa, bestiality. But we'll continue.
Can you hit N on the keyboard for me? No. No. Just delete everything except the I. No. I want Nintendo. Just.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull up the.
Anyways, yes. So he was like, the female Meowth was like, you'll never be like the humans because you don't walk and talk on 2 legs. So he painstakingly.
That's right.
Learned the human language and was walking on his 2 legs, and then he was called a freak by that Meowth.
Yeah.
Who then went to live on with her trainer.
I was right. And also I was wrong on here. I just want you to see this video.
Are there going to be cosmetic? What in the world?
That's the one that turns into a cake, and that's like a new. Like these are some of the gigantic.
It's Mothra.
No, yeah, essentially. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. There is actually a Butterfree Gigantamax form that is basically Mothra.
They had to copy Mothra.
Yeah. But yeah, like big boy Pikachu.
Chonker.
Look at that chonker.
Look at his face. He's a Pikachu. Look at that. Even the art.
It's yeah, and it's just like it basically just kills them.
Yeah, like
paralyzes all opponents. Like I love that happens, and it's like just paralyzes. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, and apparently you can only get that Gigantamax forms of Pikachu and Eevee if you have played Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. So I'm gonna get the Chonker because I got Let's Go Pikachu.
So wait, I just have to like have it.
I think you need to have save data from it. So technically,
easy,
I could lend you my Let's Go Pikachu, and like you could just start up a save.
Just start
file.
a save, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But like, look at how poofy he is. Yeah, this one was pretty. It's like, hi.
You see that, you know you're dead.
I was about to like, dude. I'm already in love with some of the designs in this game. Like,
it's a bird. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All non-fire take damage for 4. Woo!
I know, right? That's intense.
These are gym battles now, or
so these are
like PvP.
These are gym battles. What we're seeing here is in gym battles, but like the gyms, as you can see, are based off like arena stadiums sort of deal.
Right. So it's a 3v3 then.
It looked like in that one shot there was a 2v2 going on.
This is weird. So it's a 1v1 right there.
Well, yeah, but they've had multiple Pokemon v other Pokemon in other games.
Early purchase bonus. Oh,
I don't remember what this was. Oh yeah, this was the Meowth, the special Meowth.
Receive the special Meowth.
If you get it, if you buy the game before January 15th, you get the long boy. yeah.
Look at that. They even drew that. They're like,
dude, and I love they put clouds at like his midsection. But yeah, like it explodes giant coins.
Confuses all targets.
And then you get it's basically his coin rush move, just super. Look at him. Look at this unit.
Imagine going to like.
They still haven't changed that box art, and I still am not a fan of it.
Bro, they probably already printed everything.
Oh, dude,
it's probably already shipped out.
I was about to say
it's probably gone.
It's too late now. Oh my gosh. Speaking of shipped and already gone, the May statue. I asked you if you would do some research on this.
I did not have time.
Cool. You just had enough time to do like Destiny raids up until 1A.
I did not have raids.
Dude, you did Destiny though.
We did a dungeon actually to get the Wish Ender Bow,
mm-hmm.
which is the most painstaking. Well, because any exotic it takes forever to get in Destiny. Destiny
mm-hmm.
is good, and this one took a grand total of 2 hours and 45 minutes to get.
Dang. I don't miss the Destiny 2.
Oh, Noah's on.
The Destiny grind. Huh? Noah's on?
Tell him to say hi to the podcast.
Yeah, well, you have to type it.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, you have to hit the T. Get the T in there.
Karst.
Say hi to the podcast.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Yeah. No. So why don't you explain this story?
So I think we mentioned this last week about
we talked about China, all the China Blizzard stuff.
So,
Update on that. Blitzchung is getting his money from.
I did see that.
Yeah, from Blizzard. He's getting his money. He's still banned, but only for 6 months. No, you can't say that on the podcast.
Noah.
I'm sorry for you can't see this, but Noah's just being a nasty boy.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Expose him.
That reminds me. You know what story that reminds me of?
Yes.
I feel like I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast, but I don't think we should.
No, not right now.
I think we mentioned it.
I think we mentioned it a few times.
We've teased it a bunch.
Yeah.
And we may have talked about it.
Sure.
All right. Let's not turn this into episode 30 part 2. Yeah. So computer time is. Yeah. Explain the May statue thing while I.
So basically, how we all talked about May became this symbol of freedom in Hong Kong.
You can go.
Symbol of freedom in Hong Kong. So basically, I don't know what that was. So basically, what happened is they took the May statue off of the gear store, but I believe it's only in the Chinese one.
I saw that when I was trying to research it. It seems like it's only.
What are you doing?
This.
Oh,
That for
the phone call. Oh, I was so confused. I was like,
yeah.
Okay. But yeah, that's basically the whole gist of it. Peer pressure.
Just continue.
But yeah, that's just the whole gist of it. Basically, the May statue got banned in China, but not in the U.S., which, I mean, that's fine. But yeah, this whole thing against Blizzard is, I don't know, it's just, a normal, typical thing.
No, it's funny because you, told me that they removed the May statue in sort of a way, you said they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, wait. And then I go to the website and I'm like, they didn't do it.
They didn't, though.
Yeah, that was a weird little thing. Gosh. Alright. Now, speaking of China.
Yes.
I'm going to let you explain what happened immediately after as soon as we stopped recording the podcast last week.
So, we were cleaning up after the podcast. And Kane gets the phone call. He wasn't going to answer it because it was from Texas. I was like, no, Kane, let me handle this. I like these. Because I don't get them, sadly. I wonder why. But, I answer the call and I go, hola. And immediately there's a Chinese, what are they called? I'm going to call it a bot. Chinese bot just essentially telling Kanan that a package of his has arrived in Shanghai or is shipping from Shanghai.
Yeah, we only heard ni hao and Shanghai.
Yeah. So the two words we know, hello Shanghai, and
dude, oh my god,
it's very spooky because we just talked about China.
Yeah, I was about to say we spent a long time talking about China, but for those of you who haven't been keeping up with the podcast, for some weird reason on my package tracking app, a package from China showed up. I had no clue what it was, or if or when I ordered this. And it's just been weird. We don't know. And here's the thing: the app still said it was in Shanghai, and it was just. I came home from church on Wednesday night, and it was there, and I was like, this box.
It might.
Well, the thing is that Sam pointed this out to me. It says desktop decoration.
Oh, maybe it's like a little figure.
But
it is a figure, probably.
But I don't recall. Only figures I order online are Funko Pops or Amiibos, and I haven't ordered either in a long time.
Maybe it's a gift. I don't know.
And also, feel this. It feels.
It's a dildo.
It's small.
Oh yeah, that's a package. That's a figure. Because I've gotten figures. So they have the, it's plastic on one side, plastic on the other, and then there's a thing down the middle.
But I haven't.
Yeah, this is a figure.
But I haven't ordered a figure.
Go ahead and open it. I want to see what it is.
I swear, if like somehow you ordered a figure and put in my name on it, which you technically could easily do. I say that like it's hard. Like Huber was scared this was gonna be a bomb.
Yes.
Oh, it is a Funko Pop. Just the box is destroyed. Holy crap! This was a Funko Pop I ordered like literally back in March. No, it was back in April.
Golly.
Yeah, I can't use this pop in this box. It was for the Marvel Collector Core, which is like a box they do.
Mm-hmm.
They had this like special like Captain America that was holding Mjolnir.
Yeah, right.
At least I think it's supposed to be a Captain America holding Mjolnir. It looks just to be a Captain America.
That literally felt
he's holding Mjolnir, and it's just like a little thing. But this box is absolutely destroyed. Holy crap.
I would just take pictures of it and then say, hey, I need a new one.
Dude, I'm not going to deal with this again. What I'm honestly going to do is I'm probably just going to like... I'm not even going to add this to my collection because like apparently this is like just like dude, it's... Yeah. See, and I would have been more upset if they didn't just recently announce like the proper one, like the official one that's coming out soon. But yeah, it's just like a little. Yeah, dude, this package is like beyond repair. Like, look at this thing.
Yeah, that thing got destroyed.
It was funny. I thought it was maybe a Funko Pop, and then I got the box. And I'm like, oh my gosh,
that thing is way too small. Oh well, that thing was in a way too small box.
That's what I'm saying. And it also just got destroyed.
Probably got thrown around everywhere.
Dude, I was about to say, I'm like, how do you crush it that bad? And they had bubble wrap around it. Keep it safe. Gosh, yeah, I'm not even sure if this is in my collector's app. I'll throw it in my collector's app. But otherwise, it's just gonna be a figure that goes like on that shelf over there. Desktop decoration.
It doesn't even stand. Oh, nope, doesn't even stand up.
Dude. Oh yeah, yeah. Some of these pops like. They aren't meant to stand. No, he's not gonna stand. All right, cool. No. Cool, just chill there. Okay, so that's so.
Like, and selling the pop for $24.99 plus shipping and handling.
Look at how jank this box is.
I know. Oh, you hit. Oh, Kane just threw the box at the mic.
I was about to say.
Yeah, the bottom. If it literally felt like a figure, but it wasn't.
That's so weird.
Yeah, the bottom got destroyed.
But like, even look at like the box, like this is what I hate about the Marvel Collector Core series. They don't look like real Funko Pops. Like the boxes look like fake.
Yeah, they do.
Cause like, look at the like. I think I have a Marvel Collector Core somewhere on that shelf. There was one. But like this one even looks more fake. Far right, second row, third from the left.
Far right, second row, far from the left.
Third from the left.
Third from the left.
Third from the right. Sorry, third from the right.
Doctor Strange?
Yeah. That's a Marvel Core Collectors. But, like, that one even looks...
I mean, it has the sticker for it. This one doesn't even have the sticker.
Dude, it's just... This is just jank. Dang. Yeah, I ordered this back, like, when Endgame came out. And they were just like...
Who'd you order it from?
I don't know. It was a website that was like, hey, we're selling them. And, like, the reviews were like, oh, yeah. It's pretty good. They sent it to me pretty quickly. I'm like, cool. I ordered it. And here we are in October. Finally getting it. I don't even remember what the place was. I would call them out for being bad, but I don't remember what the name of the place was that I got it.
Speaking of being bad, this is not even on there, but I just remembered Loot Crate got bought out.
Did they?
By some company, I forget. It's like a similar type company, like what they do, but they got bought out by them, and they're not called Loot Crate anymore. They're called it's called Loot something.
Are you still getting?
Yeah, it's getting, my last box is getting shipped.
Loot Crate bought by NECA.
Yeah, something like that.
Bling.
I'll be getting my June anime box in October.
It's better than your April Funko Pop in October. That's so weird. Man. Like, it's funny. Loot Crate, it was super popular when it started.
Yeah, I don't know how they got bankrupt.
Well, I can guess how they got bankrupt.
Well, they probably spent...
Like, dude, it's probably, honestly, like, people hopped on early and it was awesome, but then people just stopped subscribing. And then, like, the money, they were getting less and less money, so they couldn't put as much cool stuff in the boxes. And then with less cool stuff in the boxes, people started falling off more. And it was just, like, a constant cycle. And it's funny because, like, if it hadn't been for you, like, in all your issues, I would have had no idea about any of this. Because, like, they've been doing poorly, but, like, dude.
It's kind of ridiculous with that.
Like, gosh, actually, this is a pretty, like, the pop itself is pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, that will go on that little shelf over there. Yeah, like, hold them. Just feel them a little bit. It's been a long time since I've had a Funko Pop out of its box. Like, I think the last time I had my Funkos out of their box.
His old.
Yeah, no, it's a very weird...
This is his first uniform.
Well, the hat, the cowl is, but that's what he wore in the Endgame battle. He wore that. Dude, I've had this vision in my mind for a really long time now, and there's no way I can accomplish it. But if I ever found a way to, I would.
Oh no!
It's
stop motion.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, not with
the Funkos.
I've done stop motion before and it's fun, but like no, dude. It involves the Portals theme from Endgame, which is like the basically when they all come out of the portal and they all like team up and they all get ready to fight in the final battle.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers for Endgame.
It's been out.
I was about to say it's been long enough that like the pop, but like I've been having this. So I've been listening to the Portals theme for a while now, and it begins with like a dun dun dun, and then like a sad trumpet, like and like dun, and then it like picks up, and then it plays the Avengers theme in the middle, and I've had this vision of a video idea, which I should give to someone, but imagine this: a dodgeball game. Okay, rules of the dodgeball game are, I don't know how the rules would work, but basically there's like, if you catch a ball, your entire team comes back. That's the important bit.
Okay.
And I'm imagining like 25 guys v this one dude, the last dude who's left, and he is just like tired of dodging and starts playing the noise, and then like he gets knocked over, but you can't see if he caught the ball or not. And then like they turn him over and he's caught the dodgeball, and so during the part where people would have been like coming through the portals, gym doors just swing open and they all slowly walk in, his entire team. He looks at them, and then basically an Avengers theme is everyone standing up like prepping for dodgeball. And I don't know why this has been in my mind for the last week. I've been seeing it vividly for the last week and I'm going insane. And it's because like I occasionally, like, I have a playlist of movie soundtracks that I really like. And here's the thing. There's no Avengers in there except the Portals theme from Endgame. So, like, I'll be listening and it'll be, like, something from, like, Interstellar or, like, just a basic Hans Zimmer track. And then all of a sudden it'll just go, dun. And I just see dodgeball. That's all I see.
That's PTSD right there.
Like, dude, and I'm just imagining, and it would be so cool, but the thing that's always awkward to me is that like the sequence of them walking in is so long in the movie because there's a lot of them, and I couldn't think of how to stretch out like 30 people walking into a gym to fill out that time length. But dude, I've been like seeing it in my mind, and I'm like, that's a great idea, and I'm like, but I don't even know enough people to do that.
Yeah, that's the only issue,
dude. I would have so much fun with that. Oh, yeah. Also, did I tell you this? I'm doing the Mario Kart booth again for Victory.
You did not. I thought that's what that was, but Mario
No,
Heart.
no, actually, no, that's not it. That's not what that is. That's a different thing. But this is completely unrelated. Yeah, I'm doing the booth again this year. It looks like we're gonna have 4 switches and 4 screens.
4 switches.
So that means up to 8 people can be in a race at a time.
Competitive Mario Kart.
Dude, that's gonna.
The people who say they love Mario Kart, I just don't understand.
What do you mean?
Like, when you say you love a game, that means you play it like religiously. In my opinion.
Well, so the thing is that. Oh, gosh, this goes back to our whole abandonment talk. Game. So, like, because here's the thing, I would say I love Mario Kart.
I would say I like it. I don't.
Well, no, and I would say I love it. I've placed first place in every cup at every speed.
Oh, I remember when you did that.
I've unlocked every cart, every customization option, every character.
Mm-hmm.
I've beaten all the time trials. I've 100% completed Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart. It's just there's nothing left for me to do except play online, which is like playing online Mario Kart's not the greatest. That's not why I play. Like I played Mario Kart. I like for the game to push me, and just playing online, it's like. Sometimes you'll be playing in a race and you'll be skunking people, or you'll be playing a race and you just get destroyed by like items and stuff like that. So like I'd say I love Mario Kart. I haven't played it in a long time because I finished it. Like I'm done with the game. Like I've done everything. I love Breath of the Wild, but I've done everything that I'm willing to do in that game. What's another game I love? Like that's the thing. Like, does your love? Can you no longer claim you love a game if you're done with it?
I think it'd be a yes and no.
Really?
Yes, and the fact that if you really loved it, you'd continue playing it because you love it. But no on the fact that what you said, you've done everything. There's not much to do. I guess kind of like say.
Well, the thing is that the reason why I like to say that you could love a game, even though you're done with it, is because every game I think about that I've played long times, I grow to dislike, just to either just like it or be neutral about it. Like I used to love Overwatch. Now I'm just like, I like Overwatch. The Switch one has like sparked my interest again. I'm like, oh gosh, yeah. Oh, or another one. I loved Destiny 1 until I didn't. Like that like that's it. I know legit, if you talk to me for the first like 6 months of me owning Destiny 1, I loved that game. Every waking moment that I had free, I was playing that game. But just eventually I was burnt out. I was done. And so, like, that's why I like to say that when you're done with a game, it's good to shelve it and still claim you love it. Because Breath of the Wild, I love that game. I'm never restarting it.
The game takes too long to restart, man.
Well, and, like, here's the thing. Because that's going to be my biggest... Like, I love Breath of the Wild. That is a fantastic game. Also, I love Super Mario Odyssey, but I 100% beat that game, too. And, I feel like you can still love something and love a game and not play it anymore. Just you can be done with it, and like I loved that game because heck, like I can't think of a game that I've played I can't think about a game that has no true ending that I've loved.
Mine would be Siege. I love Siege. I've almost put 1K hours into it, but
but like here's the thing.
Recently stopped.
Like, are you still playing Siege actively? Like, are you?
No, not right now.
So, like, again, that goes to the whole break versus abandoning. Like, when's the last time you're gonna click that game, or the last time you're gonna put that disc away, or that sort of deal? Like, yeah, that's the whole argument of like one time you're gonna play with your friends one last time, but you're not gonna know it.
Yes, that's the thing.
Like it's. That's why I think it's a slippery slope. Like I think it's fair to say you love a game even though you haven't played in a while. Because what else am I supposed to do with Breath of the Wild except to collect 900 Korok seeds?
Exactly. Have you not done that, Cannon?
Oh, no.
You haven't 100% completed the game then.
Well, I love it, but I'm not doing that. I love Mario Odyssey, and I have 100% completed that game. Dude, gosh. I like that, yeah. But, I mean, I'm a single-player kind of guy, so I'm pretty used to, like, loving something, and then as soon as I'm done with it, just, like...
Shelving it.
Like, just sit over there. It's, like, cool. But you are more of a... You're more of a multiplayer live or die. Well, hold on. Okay. Did you love Black Ops 2?
Yeah, it was actually the one Call of Duty I bought all the DLC for. That's probably my favorite. So would you say
you love that game?
Yeah.
When was the last time you played?
Back when it was relevant. Because a new Call of Duty came out. That's Call of Duty though. That's like how that works.
But the thing is that according to your logic, how can you love it if you don't? That's
why I say it's a yes and no.
Like I
don't think it's a solid yes. I don't think it's a solid no. I think it's a mixture of both.
I'd say it's an 80% yes.
Like
I can barely think of a case of because like here's the thing, if you're not playing a game and you still have stuff to do, then you didn't love it. Man, like that's the truth. Like if you loved a game, you did everything.
The 100% completion.
Yeah, or as many soda cans as you could pick up an Astral Chain. I swear there's more. Dude, that still haunted me when I accidentally ran into one and it kicked into like the street and I couldn't grab it. And I'm like, no. I spent the next half hour trying to break the boundaries of the game. Like, come on. I need that.
Give it to me.
Like, yeah, so it's a tricky. It's a
twicky.
Right.
I think it'd be maybe not in the podcast, but later with more people around to get more input, we could definitely talk about that.
Well, I mean, with
Sam, Daniel, Noah.
Yeah, I was about to say we'll save this topic for
we're big boys. A lot of
let's say Thanksgiving break, because that's probably the next time we're all going to be together. Even though, dude, okay, I mentioned this to you earlier in the week. We could get back from Thanksgiving break, and literally the next day is the last day of full classes.
And then we get our cheeks clapped by our teachers.
Dude, I'm still I'm prepared for some of the exams. Like, there's some exams I'm not worried about, and there's one class I have no idea if I have an exam in. So, I mean, yeah, yeah. Last little topic, MHOG 2. Do you have any idea what that stands for?
My Hero O.J. Simpson 2.
Wow. You don't know how close you were.
Overdrive. No. My Hero Over Jam. Space Jam. No. Monster Hero. Monster Hunter. I don't know. One Justice? What? O.J. Simpson.
My Hero O.J. Simpson
2.
Because the Electric Boogaloo.
The first one was a banger.
No, okay. So, this is My Hero 1 Justice 2. We talked about it before on the podcast.
Yes, we have.
New characters. Dude, the thing that boggles my mind, though, is that apparently at Gamescom, they had a...
Gamescom, yes.
They had a demo of the game.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Demo, yeah.
So a lot of people got to... a lot of footage and stuff has come out of like how the game plays.
Yes.
But there's one thing that's interesting.
Yes,
the character select screen.
All right.
Okay, with all the characters that they've announced so far, everyone from the first game.
Yeah, yes.
And then like about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say about like 7 new characters.
Yes, okay.
There are 10 blank spaces.
Clearly, they're just going to update it as the season goes along.
Well, but here's the question. Who are the 10 going to be?
Probably just characters they haven't.
Well, but the thing is, like, as someone who's read ahead in the manga, like, I can only think of 2 characters that haven't already been announced in the game that would be worthy to be in the game.
What about the teachers? Like all the teachers?
I mean,
like the Midnight, the girl, the Gigantic girl,
Mount Lady. But like the thing is
like
how
that.
would they work mechanically?
Oh, they're
Like that's the thing. Like, because the teachers, a lot of the teachers are just like, they like what their powers are, but I couldn't understand how they would fight.
Wait a minute, isn't Midnight the one that like sprays sleeping powder?
Her skin like secretes, like just emits sleeping.
She'd be a pretty good kidnapper. If you think about it, she'd just be like, and then you'd be and then.
So like, gosh, I'm just curious because one thing I think they might add the rest of Class 1A. I really hope they do.
Nah, they all have the all-important characters there. It's fine.
But they don't have one of my favorites.
The bird person?
No, bird person's in there.
Is he? Where?
He's in the top right. Hiding in Aizawa's shadow. You can see his beak.
I can't even see him, dude. Hold on.
Top right.
Yeah, I'm looking.
He's right there. Like top right corner, go down an inch.
I literally can't.
He's right there.
I literally can't see him.
You are a blind man.
No, not the bird. That's not what I meant. I meant the guy who could talk to animals.
Oh no, that guy. Yeah, he's not in there yet.
I was about to say, like, I can't see him. Where is he?
No, the bird. the bird guy's in there. Yeah, but he's not in there. But my favorite side character is actually the one with the tape elbows.
Seems so useless to me, dude.
Dude, he's Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's Japanese Spider-Man.
Like also in the elbows. That's such a weird
that's such a pain though. You're limited to this and like.
Well, he also is shown to like he can shoot it like that, and it like slides down his arm.
No.
Like because he's done that before.
That's Spider-Man right there. Then like. Yeah,
dude, it's so funny to me though, because they put it as elbows just for that design thing, like of the ball, sort of at the like.
He was birthed like that.
He was, dude. That's what I'm wondering. I'm like because they say some of the quirks like mutate people, so I'm wondering was Sue, who's the frog girl. Was she a normal girl and then at like age 10 just turned
What are you? Oh my, not my child.
Like, and then I think about Tokuyami, the bird dude. Like is he just a normal kid and then he wakes up on like his 10th birthday and just the bird just.
I want some worms. That's what he's thinking.
It's like I'm feeling some worms. Like dude, that's what I'm wondering. I'm like, do the one with like mutation and like transformation quirks, like do they like straight up just wake up one morning and it's like, yo, I'm a bird now, or are they born a bird and they don't have any powers and then they get the power?
Yeah, he was a raven that turned into a human.
Well, I'm wondering because like apparently Sue's family is also all frog people, and I'm like, so is she like a frog girl with no frog powers, or is she a human girl that when she became of age, she like when she turned like 10 or whatever,
when she became of age?
Yeah, importante. Age of but no, basically the only reason I brought that up is I was trying to figure out who they might add to the roster because it's interesting. What are you doing?
Just spinning his head.
Please don't break him. He's already cheap China.
Cheap China.
Dude, he couldn't even stand on flat ground.
We'll work on that.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Oh,
Hubert.
Where can we find the lovelies? You can find us everywhere except what was that place? Spotify, I believe, right?
We're not on Spotify. We're not on
Spotify.
Pandora.
But Scatterpot podcast. Then YouTube it's the Scatterpot podcast because scatterplots are there, and then our Instagram is Scatterpot_podcast.
Yes.
There you go.
We have to post a picture because we've forgotten.
Yes.
We
take a picture with this.
Yeah, well, that's spoilers though, for the podcast.
I was gonna say just put like a black bar over his eyes. They wouldn't know his identity.
Dude, I honestly might. Are you stupid?
They won't know.
Wait, let me see him. Toss him back.
They wouldn't know, dude.
Captain America. Who is it?
As the A has the star.
We forgot something importante.
What did I forget?
Huber's fun fact of the week.
Oh, junk. Let's see here. Fun fact of the week. I learned this actually yesterday. Did you know that rats can have? Oh, I'm trying to remember. They can have offspring every 4 weeks, and they produce a dozen per time. So, this lady had 320 rats in her car. What? She started with 2.
How long did you leave them in there?
So, if it's every 4 weeks,
yeah,
they produce 12.
So like, let's think about it like this. So if there's 2 rats, daddy rat and mommy rat, 4 weeks time, then there's 14 rats.
Yes.
Let's assume all 14 of them get busy, and let's say
7 and 7.
Let's say it's 7 and 7. Then there would.
That's a lot of rats.
Then the next week there would be
12 times
53. 7. No, yeah, sorry, I don't know why I went with 53. Wait, 12 times 7?
Yeah, because only 7.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 12. I was thinking they only produce 7 rats, but yeah, 12 per time, so that's 84, then plus our original 14. That's 98 rats.
And then divide that by 2.
And that's assuming it's an even gender. Like dude, the amount of incest in that car.
Hey, man, incest is wincest.
Incest for the wincest. God.
Gotta preserve the bloodline, man.
Preserve. Gosh, you saw I showed you the trailer for Big Mouth season 3, where it's like, it's like, oh, he's breastfeeding. He has a tight grip, probably all the extra teeth. Oh my gosh, incest's a weird thing.
Thank you for watching. No, that song also needs to go to the end.